Hello guys, this is Doran's Movies, and today I'll be bringing you the lore of Balnazzar, going through his history and by the end his role in Legion expansion thus far. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Balnazzar is a Nethracim, also known as a Dreadlord. His actual age is uncertain, but it is believed that he is thousands and thousands of years old. The first time we see him is in Warcraft 3 as a part of the Burning Legion invasion. As a Dreadlord, he is very important, and just like his brother, he is tasked with various missions such as gathering intelligence, manipulation, and just causing chaos all around. However, as the head of the Legion was cut off when Archimonde was defeated, Balnazzar, together with Varimatras and Deterok, still remained in the Eastern Kingdom, holding their ground. They were completely unaware of the defeat at Mount Hyjal, and they only learned about it when Arthas informed them. This got them in a really bad situation, as the Legion on Azeroth was weak. The humans were fighting against them, and worst of all, the Scourge that was once their main weapon against Azeroth now was turning against them. So, the Dreadlords, doing what they do best, plotted to assassinate Arthas and in the end get rid of Ner'zhul. As they didn't have the power to do it alone, they searched for a weakness, and that was the declining power of the Lich King and Sylvanas, who managed to break free from his will. As Sylvanas was already hungry for revenge, she agreed, and soon enough they staged an ambush for Arthas as a first part of their plan. Unfortunately for them, Arthas managed to survive the initial wave, but was later attacked by Sylvanas when he thought he was safe from the attack, which would have meant his certain death if Kel'Thuzad didn't intervene and save him. At that point, the Lich King called Arthas to Northrend, which left the entire area of Plaguelands to the control of the Nethracim. Balnazzar here was the main leader, and he planned to turn the zone into a Legion stronghold. Initially, he sent Varimatras to convince Sylvanas to join their new order, as they already worked in the past, but this backfired completely, as Sylvanas was not looking to serve a new master, as she only recently broke from the Lich King. So, she defeated and subdued Varimatras and started a crusade against the Dreadlords in an attempt to control the Lordaeron area for herself. At first, she defeated Deterok and allied with Gyarados, the human he had attempted to mind control. Now, with her own force and the humans, she laid siege to Balnazzar's base and attacked him from two fronts with her two armies. Despite his power and his demonic army, he was defeated and Lordaeron fell into the hands of the Forsaken. Following the victory, Sylvanas ordered Varimatras to murder Balnazzar to prove his loyalty to her. He was very reluctant about it, as a regular death for a Nethracim is merely a setback and they can return from the twisting nether, but if a Nethracim kills a Nethracim, he could possibly be lost forever, and that is why it is forbidden in their society. So Varimatras, left with no choice, did what Sylvanas ordered him to do and killed Balnazzar, or at least that is what she thought. Some years later, we learned that Balnazzar's death was staged and that he was still around. Not content to sit idle, he decided to create a new plan to defeat the Lich King and in the long run destroy Azeroth in an attempt to improve his standing with the remaining Lords of the Legion, as he already failed them in the past. So, as he was stuck in the world between the living and the dead, he killed Seidan Detrohan, the leader of the human resistance against the undead, and he possessed his body. Now, as Seidan, he helped found the Scarlet Crusade that was bent on destroying the Scourge. In the meantime, he corrupted Renaud Mograine, convincing him to kill his father Alexandros, thus corrupting the Ashbringer, and he also created a Headless Horseman from a human paladin with the powers of Fel magic in order to spread fear across all of Azeroth. Balnazzar also caused chaos and distrust within the Scarlet Crusade, turning it into an insane paranoid order used to serve his own personal goals. His reign lasted for some time, but finally at the start of World of Warcraft he was killable as the final boss inside Stratholme. After being defeated, just like any Dreadlord, he didn't actually die and he was in the Twisting Nether, but by the time of the Cataclysm he finally returns. Now, as his disguise as Satan Tetrarchan is completely lost as Satan is dead, Balnazzar has slaughtered the remaining Scarlet Crusaders inside Stratholme and has turned them into the undead. But once more, as the players invade Stratholme in Cataclysm, he is defeated and banished for a certain period of time. Now in Legion, Balnazzar abandons the almost destroyed Scarlet Crusade and joins the coming Legion forces that finally return to the world of Azeroth since their defeat during the Third War. At the moment there isn't much information of his involvement in the expansion, and there are some spoilers ahead, so do keep that in mind. So, during the Artifact questline, we're on a quest to rescue Tyrion and recover the Ashbringer, as his paladins were recently overwhelmed by the Legion forces. As we finally approach and see Tyrion and get inside the cave where the Ashbringer is, Balnazzar shows up and attempts to murder the player and possess his body so that he can infiltrate the Order from within, knowing that the one who wields the Ashbringer would be the leader. However, luckily for us, this time he fails and has to escape, swearing to return in time as the journey has just begun. Alright, that is all I have for this video. Now do leave your thoughts and suggestions on what you would like to see next on the channel, and also don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel already, as it really helps out and keeps all the videos going. And thanks a lot for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and see you next time.